Hi guys! It's another menu printing video, a very special free template for today's video. It's a double-sided Z fold and it's perfect in full colour or even monochrome. So if you have a small eatery business, then this video is definitely for you. And if you do have a small food business, drop your links down below because I am a huge foodie and I love discovering new brands. So let's see those socials. The amazing Paper Cutz are kindly sponsoring today's video, and today they have sent me some of their beautiful, smooth, high quality Starfine paper available in both white and ivory and in a range of GSMs from 240 all the way up to 350 GSM, and today I'm going to be trying out the 300 GSM in A4. If you're printing high volume menus, then you need a cardstock that is going to stand up to the high volume printing, but also not fall apart when it's handled by printers. This stuff is fantastic. It is high quality, beautifully smooth, feels great in the hand, and obviously prints beautifully too. So although I am going to be using A4, Paper Cutz has got this available in A5 all the way up to A1, which is a huge size, and it's a size that I actually use for my photography backdrops, so it really is perfect. So for today's video, you're obviously going to need your choice of Starfine paper in either white or ivory. A printer, I'm going to be using my Epson ET-8550. I will also show you a trick for using a laser printer too, and to get that Z fold, we're going to be using a crease board. I will drop links for everything that I've used in the description box down below. You're obviously going to need the template. I've created this free one over in Canva, so let's hop over there now. In the description box of this video, you will find a link to the Canva template. Pop that into your browser and you'll see this page, view template, and then open in editor, and you should have the actual design itself. So pro accounts have more tools available than the free Canva accounts, but if you only have a free account, I have designed this specifically to work so you are able to download and print with no issues. The images that I have used are free, and if you're not a fan, head over to Elements, and there are so many different ones that you can choose for yourself. Graphics is usually a good place to start. If it has the little crown, then that means it is a free account only. But if it has no crown, then that means that you can use it. And the good thing about most of the graphics in Canva is that you can change up the color too. This is perfect if you want to match your branding. Same for the text, you can just double click to edit or highlight it all and change it up to whatever is going to match your restaurant. The line breaks that I've used, you can obviously change the color. And if you're not a fan of this block color here, you don't want to swap out the color for your own branding, then you could always just add a pattern instead. And it looks quite nice if you add a pattern like this over the top of a block color to elongate it down, just duplicate it, and most of these are seamless like so. You hold the shift key and select both, then go to the three dots, layer, and we are going to send backwards repeatedly until it is just nestled behind here. That gives it a really nice pop, and as always, you can change the color of anything you need to. Once you are happy with your design, we are going to go to Share, Download, and we are going to download it as a ping. Now we're actually going to head over to Affinity Designer to print this. Affinity Designer has just been acquired by Canva and it is currently free, so I highly recommend downloading it. It is a program that I have been using for many years now to actually assemble all of my designs. Once you're in Affinity Designer, we're going to create a new document. It's going to be A4. Canva has this really annoying habit of exporting as RGB, as it is predominantly a web-based or a digital-based graphic design, so make sure your color format matches this. A4 size, obviously, DPI is 300, and the orientation is going to be portrait. Next up, you need to input your designs into the space. I'm going to start with the food section, and as you can see, Canva has annoyingly not exported it at the correct size, but if you come over to the sizing toolbar on the bottom right of Affinity Designer, make sure that you have locked the aspect ratio. It should look like this, and we're going to set the width at 297. We are then going to pop this rotated anti-clockwise and use the alignment tools to line it all up. Once it's in place, you need to select, right click and rasterize and trim. Occasionally, there seems to be an issue between Affinity Designer and Canva where you will get stray lines that don't show on the program but print out on your design. This has happened to me on my original Epson 1500, my Canon IP8550 and my now ET-8550. So there is clearly an issue between the two when they communicate, but rasterize and trim will prevent this from happening. Head up to print, and I'm going to be using my fancy new printer. You will obviously need to select whichever printer you will be using. And we're going to go to properties, and because I'm using my Epson, there is a secret setting for thick cardstock. I'm going to be printing on either 300 or 350 GSM of the Starfine paper. So we're heading to maintenance. If you hit extended settings, then just here there is a setting for thick paper and envelopes. You'll come up with a warning message, just hit OK. This is going to help your printer pick it up with the rollers. People complain repeatedly that Epson is terrible for printing on thicker cardstock. It's not strictly true, you just need to know the workarounds, and this is the easiest one. We're then going to go back to main. We are selecting document high quality, A4, borderless is on, ignore the message that comes up. The paper type, we're moving it to Epson Matte, and I'm actually keeping the quality as standard because this is such a high quality printer that the standard is fine and it's not going to waste a load of ink if I had to print out 20 or 30 of these. And now we print. So before we print, it's really important that you make sure that you have selected the back tray or the rear tray for printing, because again, if you use the main one here, it's just not going to be able to pick it up so easily on thick cardstock. And the other thing you need to be familiar with is how your printer prints out on double-sided. So I generally start with a plain bit of paper, have a play around and make notes. These are my awful little scribbles. It just means that when I come back to having to do something double-sided, then I am able to figure out exactly how to print the first side and then flip it and make sure that everything lines up. So highly recommended. Every printer is going to be different. All three of mine are completely different. So again, it's something you need to get familiar with for your own specific printer. So we are finished, and as you can see, this all prints up the correct way. Now obviously you could just leave this as is, it would save time. It still looks great, it still looks professional, but I promise you a Z-fold, so I'm going to show you how to create that. For that, you are going to need a crease board. I use a Vassin Creative one. I will leave the link in the description box down below so you can pick up your own. We're going to pop this into the top right corner here. We're actually going to move it over ever so slightly, about 1 millimeter to the right. And we are then going to go for the 10 and crease down. You want to slowly go first of all with less pressure and then go back up with more and then down again. This just stops you from sliding off of the line, and make sure that you've got perfect creases. We're then going to flip it and do exactly the same. So 1 millimeter towards the right and then go for the 10 setting. Once complete, we are going to fold. So you need to decide if you want the cocktail as the front or the food as the front. I'm going to go for a cocktail. So we're going to start by flipping that like so, and then using the creaser just down like that. And then we're going to flip the back bit like so. And we now have a Z fold. So when you open it up this way, you have cocktails all on one side. And if you flip it, you have the menu on the other. Now, if like me, you have a laser printer, this will obviously speed up the process. I only have a black and white, so I have adjusted the design here, as you can see. So it still looks great, it still looks professional, and it looks intentionally designed in black and white rather than just only having a black and white printer available. And again, this was done using a free Canva element, and I have created this on the ivory color because of it. In my opinion, it really looks great with the black and white monochrome design, so it's definitely something to bear in mind. It just adds a little bit of extra class to your printed menu. And of course, the white just makes sure that your colours completely pop and that they are true to the screen. As you can see, the Epson has done a great job of printing this out. I am really happy with how it has gone. In my personal opinion, 240 GSM is plenty for these menu cards. 300 GSM, you're going to struggle a bit with a Canon, even with the thick card setting. Now, I've shown you before, you can print from the back, but it doesn't print borderless, and it's just a big headache. So I would go for 240 GSM. They are still nice and sturdy to stand up, especially in this long, thin design, and your printer's going to be able to churn them out much better. That said, most Leeds printers do struggle with a thicker GSM, but as you can see, this one, absolutely zero problems. So if you've watched to the very end of this video, you are an absolute superstar. Thank you so much. Leave me a little cake emoji so that I know that you are a true fan. I hope you've enjoyed today's content. Drop a comment down below to let me know of anything you would like me to cover in upcoming videos. A huge thank you for watching. A great big thank you to Papercutz for not only sponsoring today's video, but supplying me with my beautiful printer and all of the cardstock that I've used in today's video. With that said, I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye!